You know why The Undertaker hardly ever loses? Because he's a dead man. How are you going to beat someone who's already popped their clogs? Off on a boat, absolute gravy, brown bread, bought the farm, croaked, kicked the bucket, snuffed it, passed away. Only that isn't true. He's not actually dead. I don't know why I said it.
Shut up.
It was stupid. Let's just get on with the video. I'm the secret man behind GTV, or Simon from WhatCulture, and this is 13 times The Undertaker lost clean. Number 13, Batista. If history has taught us anything, it's that The Undertaker doesn't mind losing to men who look like monsters. This is why he more than happily did the favours for Batista at Cyber Sunday 2007. What made this even more momentous was the fact Stone Cold Steve Austin had been voted in by the WWE Universe. Ugh. Saying that made me feel dirty. As the special guest referee, a seemingly perfect foil for some type of screwy finish. But it never came, and Taker was pinned to the mat after Batista hit him with a Batista bomb. Number 12, Kane. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. In every Undertaker vs Kane match since their first at WrestleMania 14, I've always wanted the Big Red Machine to win. The original version of The Undertaker's brother was brilliant, and seeing his ass get handed to him over and over again made me a sad child. Thankfully, when I was an adult, such misery disappeared. At Night of the Champions 2010, when Kane was finally given a rightful run as world champion, he beat the Deadman clean. Better still, despite it being a no-holds-barred match, the Devil's favourite demon didn't have to use a weapon to down his brother. He finished him off with a tombstone. Number 11, Triple H. Shocking, eh? Triple H getting a clean win over someone who doesn't usually lose clean. Colour me stunned and call me Charlie. I don't know what that means. My point is you shouldn't be surprised. But way back in 2002 at UK-hosted show Insurrection, the super over and recently returned Triple H did defeat a heel biker Taker smack bang in the middle of the ring with no funny business tarnishing the win. Number 10, Triple H. Again! What were we just saying about the game? That's right, that he beats everybody. Okay, cool. Which is why in the Elimination Chamber match at No Way Out 2009, it came down to Triple H and The Undertaker, with the latter receiving a pedigree and the former walking away the victor. Number 9, Hulk Hogan. Does it really count if a match on this list was some weird extra on a VHS tape? Especially as half of you watching this probably don't even know what a VHS tape was. Which isn't your fault. They were basically Blu-rays if Blu-rays could double up as a brick. If you did indeed buy WrestleMania 6 on this archaic format though, you were treated to a 4-minute match where Hogan bested Taker. Admittedly, there was some hoo-ha when the Phenom accidentally knocked Paul Bearer off the ring, but the Hulkster still rolled him up for the win. Number 8. Stone Cold Steve Austin. If a tree falls in the woods but no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? And by the same token, if Earl Hebner deliberately ignores a low blow that everyone else and their grandmother saw, did it even happen? That was how Austin's match with The Undertaker at SummerSlam 98 ended. As Taker jumped off the ropes attempting to hit an old school, the rattlesnake just whacked him straight in the balls, rendering him unable to have children and with a voice that was a higher octave on the scale. After hitting the stunner, however, Austin covered Taker and Earl just counted his shoulders to the mat as if nothing happened. And that's what the record books will show. Number 7, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Again, if I've got my internet wrestling community etiquette down, it was alright to slam Triple H for beating Undertaker twice, but I'm not allowed to do the same with Stone Cold. So, on the night after King of the Ring 1999 at Raw, Steve Austin beat the man known as Mark Calloway for the WWF Championship clean as a whistle. Sweet. Number 6, The Ultimate Warrior. Back in 1991, when you weren't even born, The Ultimate Warrior would beat The Undertaker all the time on the house show circuit in body bag matches. In fact, he won so much people in attendance would actually leave the arena because they were so sure of the outcome. That last bit is a lie. I'm sorry. I have a problem. If one was ever recorded, a dodgy finish would be put in place so that Taker could save face. But otherwise, forget about it. Number 5, Edge. Do you know how crazy people would have thought you were if at any time before 2007 you'd have said, 1, Edge will beat The Undertaker clean, and 2, it will happen on SmackDown? You'd have been carted away in a white van quicker than Ric Flair in 1999. Why did WCW die again? But it happened. And okay, there were some caveats. For starters, The Undertaker had just been in a cage match against Batista. And then, yeah, Mark Henry beat the snot out of him. When Edge cashed in his Money in the Bank though, he squared up to and pinned Big Red clean. As long as you forget everything that happened beforehand, that match, from top to bottom, was shenaniganless. Number 4, Kurt Angle. Few wrestlers in history have been as legit as Kurt Angle. He won an Olympic gold medal, for goodness sake. That just means he's better than all of us. For this reason, you'd assume, The Undertaker had no problem putting him over clean at No Way Out 2006. You should go and watch it too. It's great. Number 3, Vladimir Kozlov. Oh man, on SmackDown in 2009 of all things too. I forgot about that. Damn, the same guy who went on to be a goofball with Santino. You know what? Forget it. It didn't happen. We all just simultaneously made it up. Number 2, the Great KHALI? Oh boy, yeah. There was that too. I mean, geez. And KHALI won by just putting his foot onto Undertaker's chest and raising his arms in the air like some geek. At a pay-per-view called Judgment Day, no less. Actually, that was 2006. So the 10-year rule applies, which is basically a rule I just made up, where we're allowed to ignore it. Number 1, Brock Lesnar. You knew that was coming, right? One of the biggest shocks in pro wrestling history. No one could quite believe it when Brock Lesnar F5'd The Undertaker for the 3rd time at WrestleMania 30 and brought his 21-0 streak to an end. What other moment in all of WWE could silence an entire crowd like that? How could this have happened, and why? No one could argue the Beast wasn't a realistic winner. The man looks like a barn door. Plus, it turned Lesnar into one of the company's hottest acts. But did it need to happen? And should it have happened? The argument will forever rage. Know of any other occasions The Undertaker lost clean? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can then come and tell me how a fact in the video is wrong, even though it's not wrong, over on Twitter at SimonMiller316. I'm Simon from WhatCulture, and I miss Ryback more and more every day.